Hey, all right. So this is Sonic GT. It is a fan game that has gameplay with momentum. The physics are based off of momentum. I don't know. There must have been another way that I could have introduced that sentence, but this is just another Who Are You short. I guess I'm not gonna probably introduce all of them as Who Are You shorts because it will be apparent on said thumbnail and things like that. But since it's just the beginning of these, I might as well clarify what it is. But anyways, it's gonna be just little shorts in between here and there, in between the more polished Who Are You videos that I am working on currently. So it's a nice little fun time because fan games are fun, and even though they have fan games, the only thing that makes them fan games is that they're not officially produced by some kind of big company. So they still deserve all the props from the work that they put into all of this. But anyways, Sonic GT is very fun and very awesome. It's momentum based, like I had mentioned, and it's 3D, so that's not really much of something that I feel like I see very often. At least me, I'm not too knowledgeable, too versed in the fan game world of Sonic, as far as that goes, because there are probably more like this. But whenever I think of 3D, I always think of Boost, but that's because that's what Sega has put out for us and all that. So yes, I'm not gonna do the story, but this does have a story. It is pretty cool. It's very simple, and I think it's meant to be that way. It's not crazy or anything, but Sonic and Tails help Ray on his little adventure that's about 4 stages long, and it's pretty fun. Like I said, it's simple, but it's still good. It's not crazy like or anything, and like I said, I don't believe that that's what they meant for it to be, and I don't necessarily intend to think I know what the developers were thinking when they made it, so that's not the case. But from what I can tell and how I felt about playing this game, it gave me a feeling that the story is the backseat and they really wanted you to feel immersed with the gameplay that they had. And ironically, that is something that usually isn't in the forefront of my mind. I love a world. I love characters, world building. I love all of that, and the feeling that it gives me. It's very, very much my home space. I love that kind of stuff. So gameplay is usually the back seat, especially when there's anything resembling a story involved, because I'd rather know about that than the gameplay. But if the gameplay is mainly focused on gameplay and challenge and to push yourself to get better, that is different, because I do love that as well, but they're in their separate categories. But I guess I'll get more into that later on, as far as how that ironically has hit a soft spot for me in this game, this little game. So yeah, I don't plan to or try to say that I know what they were thinking, but that's what they give me the sense of, that they had the story there. They didn't have to have the story at all, so it makes me feel like that they do care about having a story in some way, shape, or form, but it just kind of takes a back seat, and that's what it makes me feel like. Besides that, they do give you other things like time attack and challenges, and I think that's where it really shines. I think that's where they wanted you to pay attention to, is those things, because the gameplay very much complements, or these time attacks and challenges really complement the gameplay, and vice versa. It's really good, but that seems to be the main focus that they're hinging on as far as this goes. As far as it goes with me, this game, it makes me feel different, because yes, Sonic is involved. There is a Sonic in this game. And usually when I think of Sonic, I think of cool. I think of coolness. I think of not really edginess, but that's the thing that comes to mind. But I know edgy isn't really something that people, I don't know, associate with a good light. But I think back in the day, maybe that was that was probably what people had thought even back then, even with our cutesy little Sonic, classic Sonic. He had an edge of cool. He had an edge of an edginess. But right now it's different, because I guess when people say edge and it's talking about Sonic, they think of Shadow, and then it's like cringe and yeah. But anyways, I ironically don't think of cool when I think of this though, even though Sonic is involved. And I think it is because there's a little bit of a story, and this Sonic doesn't portray the type of characterization that I find most appealing. But that's not a bad thing either, because like I said, the gameplay is what caught my attention and my appeal in this specific fan game. It's very good. It makes me feel very free to play this. It makes me, instead of giving me a feeling of an icon that looks and is cool to me, it gives me the feeling of feeling like this character, and not in the sense of character, but just more like his physical attributes, his abilities. That's the feeling that it gives me. It really appeals to that side of me that makes me feel free. And not that I want to feel free a lot of the time, but it feels good to feel like Sonic, and that's what I think I get from it and this type of gameplay. And I think I'll get more into that later, but there's a lot about this, the quiet moments of this when you're just running and you hear the footsteps. The music is just kind of like not like intruding, but it's still there, and it gives you a good vibe. You're hearing the footsteps and the pitter patters, and all you're doing now is just reacting, looking at the branching paths, which is another wonderful thing. It like you can just look ahead and say, I want to go this way this time. And there's so many branching paths in this, and I think they had a love for that, and that's really awesome. So it gives me a great feeling of being in Sonic's shoes, and the open areas and paths also lend to that. So I think a very good way to, I guess, even express how I feel or to show it is to play it. So let's just do that. And I think I'm only just gonna do like 2 stages, because it's good to, if someone's watching this and they haven't played this already, they'll want to do it themselves, and it will be cool for them to have that whole experience for themselves, and maybe even through the story, because the progression is really nice. Even though it's very simple, they do a good job with the progression of it and the way that it breaks up the whole all the stages and whatnot. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna just do the first 2 stages, and that'll be pretty much it. So let's do that, and that'll pretty much let me show in the moment what it is that I am speaking about, if everything that I said was not understood. But there's Ocean Paradise, Hilltop Zone, Sunset Boulevard, and Hidden Base, which that one kind of gives me nostalgia as far as Sonic Adventure 2 goes. That's really cool. So let's start with Ocean Palace. They have the challenges, but the nice thing is that the challenge, I think this is it's similar to the rank, like the challenge system in the adventure games, at least. Where the first one is just like pretty much like reach the goal. And I think this is a really cool way to put this, a cool way to play the stages without having to be interrupted by story. And then the next one's progress and blah, blah, blah. I've done the first one before. Like, I haven't done any of these other ones though, but we'll just do the first 2 here. Ocean Paradise, and Hilltop Zone. Sonic, Ocean Paradise, It's because I was gonna add it to the title. Okay, anyways, let's go. Oh, I love it. All right, first off, it's just like, and of course it's not perfect. I know you see how he kind of just still slides as you go, but of course it's like, to me, the nitpicking isn't really a big deal. I'm not really someone who nitpicks. Anyways, let's get moving. You have drop dash, which is really cool, and that lends itself so well, especially to momentum-based gameplay. And I think, of course, Sonic Mania showed how great that could be. But you get to going, you hear the wind as it whooshes and gets faster, which is so cool. Oh wait, that's not where I wanted to go. No, water. You betrayed me. Oh no, I thought I could make it back. Oh, that sucks. Too bad. I guess that means I didn't. Oh, this is not. Oh, I did not know this existed. Interesting. Well, at least I got to start over. I didn't want that outcome. I didn't want that ending. It's like redo that whole story, like right now. The rail grinding is pretty cool, and they have this homing attack mechanic where you can keep your momentum. You can decide to keep it, or you can decide not to by pressing it just once or by holding the button. So if you have enemies that you want to just go ahead and fly on by, you can press the homing attack and do it again. You can hold it, excuse me, and just keep on moving if you don't feel like slowing down. But if you want to slow down, you can just press it, tap it, and Sonic will go up instead of forward, so that's cool. But I love it. Listen to the footsteps. You can't hear it on those, but they have the bounce, which I think is so cool. I do like the bounce. These guys too, man. Look, the enemies really appeal to me in this too, because they have the motor bugs, but they also have the crabs, and they showed a rendition of them that actually seems realistically a threat to Sonic in 3D. Because I guess the only thing about the motorbugs and the crabs in 2D is that it's in 2D. They are an obstacle in itself at that point, just because it's in 2D. And look, they keep up with you. Like sometimes they don't actually get there with you, but oh, look at that! Hear the ooh, yeah, man, look at that! Oh, I can't make it, but that's okay. You can always do better and get better. That's what I think they wanted you to do too. Like that's what the time attack and the challenges are for. Like you get better, and you can reach that place that you never did. But yes, I had lost my train of thought. Because that was so cool. I love that. But I think I was gonna mention the motorbugs. They didn't catch up to me at that point. But when they do, it's so cool. Oh, I'm getting stuck. Sonic, don't run out of breath here. I need you live. Yeah, we got it, Sonic. There's nothing to worry about. Hey, let's go. Ooh, nice. But yeah, the motorbugs keep up with you, and it's actually such a cool feeling that they're running next to you, and it makes it seem realistic that yeah, Eggman to realistically keep up and to make an enemy that is a competitor to Sonic, and of course that in itself is the what's that word? I'm missing it, aren't I? It has to do with what Metal Sonic's existence is all for. However, it's different in the sense it's like that I feel is how Eggman would make a Motobug in 3D, so to speak. It would have to be able to keep up in some way or fashion. It wouldn't even be capable or as strong as Sonic is. And look. I love that, man. They can keep up. It's nice. And that's another way that it gives me a feeling of being Sonic. It's like, I feel like that would be in a realistic sort of challenge for him. Not even like a challenge, of course it's not, because he's pretty confident.
Cool move. Right at
but,
you.
Ooh, I was trying to get that. I was concentrating. That was nice. I love it. You can do whatever. You can go wherever. And I have gotten lost in this because of how many branching paths there are. I've looped around by accident, done stuff like this. Look, it's so fast, man. Ew, going through the landscape. You can go all the way up this wall, but if you didn't want to, you could come back down. And I messed it up. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Woo! Now what is this area? Do we have something going on? Oh, we had this right here. I didn't notice it. Woo! Nice, nice. I love it. Got stuck in a tree right there, but that's alright. And there's this thing here. Might as well use it so I don't get lost. That is probably one thing they probably could have done a little bit better. I'm not trying to, well, I guess I am criticizing it in a way, but it's not like a bad thing. It could just be me. Maybe I just tend to get lost. But there probably could have been a way to use what certain games do to make you feel like, make you feel that this is the way that the game wants you to go. And of course, you wouldn't have to go there, but yeah. I just got lost a few times, so I was just like, yeah, maybe, but maybe that's just my fault.
Cool moves.
It most certainly could be. The wind, I just love hearing it. Sorry, Motobugs. And here's the boss, I think, of this stage, and I will not lie, I have trouble with this boss a few times. And I don't know why. It took me a while, the very first time I ever played this, to actually. I don't know if this makes me catch up faster, does it? That's the most hits I've gotten on this thing in succession in a while. Dude, you gotta let me catch up with you? Because that would be pretty cool. I mean, we could get this over with nice and easy here. I would like that, and I think you would too. Just let me keep on. Let me keep on keeping on here for me, dude. And I don't think I can hit him on the rail because it's hard to. He just aims for the rail itself, and I actually don't know how to do. Ooh, what? Ah, snap! Hey, let's go. That was the first try. Okay, very good. And there's also another stage that's supposed to be a part of this stage, but it's part of the story. So that's kind of cool. Like I said, they do break up the story in a way that has a very nice little bit of progression. So that's pretty cool. But there is an extra part to this, and I'll go ahead and do that too, since it is technically a part of it. So let me go ahead and get back to that area, and then I'll show you what that's like, and then I'll end it there. So yes, yes, we will be right back. Okay, I am here. See, it looks crazy because Eggman was involved and stuff, and yes, and the music got faster too, so I do like that. That was really nice. Oh, wait, where are we going? Why are we doing this? I didn't know that that's where we were going. All right, the flames. It is unfortunate though. It's not like I'm happy about flames. Ooh, okay, I see. So that wasn't the type of jump that I probably should have gone with. This probably should have been like up. Yeah, I see. And the Motobugs are ready to challenge me at a foot race. They are using wheels though. They are cheating very much so. Ah, darn it. Okay, well, this is showing my my incompetent. I'm just kidding. Wait. Oh, okay, that was good. All right, nice. We're getting a better start. Third time is the charm. I think they've already said that before. Ooh, it's kind of crazy, but I do like the little look that they give it now that it's like burning and all that. Ooh, electricity. I don't play with fire. And I know exactly what fire looks like. It's definitely a yellow. Ooh. Ooh, boy. Oh, yeah. I like that. See, this is kind of cool. It's like a little added challenge in something that they don't even give you. Gosh. Ooh. Oh, see, and it's short too, but that's fine. And here's like a little bit of the voice acting, I think. I want to say. Because they do have it, and it's kind of nice. And like I said earlier, I don't nitpick, and I know people are probably voice...
You're nearly there. You'll need to jump.
That's Tails. There are people out there that are voice actor connoisseurs, and I'm definitely not.
Sky from here on out.
Hey, Mighty, what's up? Is that Yamcha?
Don't worry. We've been doing this since we met,
And
and
then
not
we-
once has Tails ever failed to catch me.
Hey,
His timing
very
is impeccable.
nice. We can count on our boy Tails. That's good. Yeah, they do good with the little voice
Oh, man.
acting. It's
Is this a bad
nice.
time to tell you guys I'm afraid of heights?
Yeah, I think so. It's too late now.
Jump now!
Let's do it. Jump. You heard him. Very good. We got the H, H,
So
H.
explain to me again, why aren't we going to where that rotten egg is hiding? You did get the signal,
Right, Tails. I mean, you're supposed to let us know about this.
Well, I did get the distress signal. Just having one direction's not enough.
Oh.
But don't worry, my informant was able to find another of Eggman's creations with similar communicators.
Okay. Well, I
You get
mean,
this next one,
you're
and
still
we'll
on
be
it,
able to
Tails. I
pinpoint
got
exactly
you. I
where
got
they're
you.
being controlled from.
Sure.
Wait, did you say informant?
Informant. Who is our informant? I wonder. Yes.
Yeah, sorry about that. Information says that this spot is in Sunset Boulevard.
Information
My contact
says.
will meet us there.
Okay, let's go to Sunset Boulevard then. I mean, we're not going there today. I'm just kind of.
Really?
I mean, I'm sorry for
Sunset
playing it up, Tails. I didn't
Boulevard?
mean to like, give false impressions.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Hey, yeah, let's go. But like I said, I mean, we're not really going. But anyways, let's cut it. Alrighty, so honestly, I really love the feeling that's captured in this game for me. It appeals to so many different parts of me. If I had to close on anything, I guess I'd say, the boost captured the facet of feeling like Sonic through gameplay. And that's where I think it started a lot of, where, I don't know, say like the general consensus of that, because before it's just 2D. They gave us a new platformer mascot-ish type person. Then we did move to 3D with the adventure games, but I don't know if I'd say in a way it gives me a feeling of feeling like Sonic, especially when you're going pretty fast. But I think it had an emphasis on spectacle, but most of the spectacle was done automatically for us. It wasn't something that you did on your own, and it was really much based on story and the world and building it. And I did love that. I love that a lot. Like I said, it's like one of the things that captures my attention first out of any video game that has one, or any piece of media. However, the boost did cement that, I think. I don't know for sure what the general consensus is, but that's what I would have to say, because it does, like, it gets kind of crazy going at those speeds that the boost games have you go. So it's like, yeah, and you gotta react to that. Yeah, that's crazy. But this gave a different, it gave like the same feeling in a different way. It's very much, there's a word that I'm looking for, but I can't really remember it. But it's whatever, darn, if I can figure out the word, maybe I can show you guys. I'll edit it in, because I can't think of it right now. The brain is not in its stage of like peak. Yeah, I can't even think of a good phrase for that. So anyway, this is like another variant of that feeling of capturing the feeling of feeling like Sonic. I say that it probably is a weird way to, that's probably a weird way to say that, but yeah, that's just the way that I feel like I can put it. And it is really cool. It feels really nice, feels really good, and the control feels really nice. I know there's some janks here and there in this, but when you're moving side to side, I do feel a lot of control. And maybe people that have a finer palette, I guess, for gameplay and control, maybe they would find issue with as far as the movement from left to right, because I know there's issues with, like, dropping and clipping and stuff like that. But as far as the things that they got right, it's good. It's really good. I do like it. I love running next to the Motobuds, I think, the most, because they just kind of, they have that engine going, and it's a little pitter patter, and it's nice, and it goes with the footsteps. And I could see like Sonic looking to the left and to the right, and it's like, oh, this is a joke, or like maybe they catch him off guard with something. It's like, that is so cool, man. I do love the running next to the Motobugs. And like I said, I do think they do a good job of making those type of enemies a threat. Like, I wouldn't have ever thought about making a Motobug as fast as Sonic, or at least somewhat as fast as Sonic, to keep up with him in some instances, to make them a possible threat, to lose your rings. And they had the crabs actually have these cannons that shoot. And of course they do that in the classic games, but it's like side to side, and they only do it every once in a while. So that's kind of cool, and it's nice to think about on the fly how you want to take care of them. So there's that. This game just kind of just really sold me on the gameplay rather than the story and its world. And like I said, I think they made it take a back seat, so of course that will be the case, and at least for me it does. But ironically, the gameplay here is what sold it for me in this, and it's really good. And I think of course that's what most Sonic fan games are going for. There's so many people want so many different things out of Sonic. They want him to do this or do that, or go back to this style of gameplay or that style, and of course not everyone can be satisfied. I feel like there is a sweet spot somewhere that can satisfy everyone, even if it's not mind-blowing to everyone, you know. But regardless, I think that's what most people are doing whenever it comes to like fan games or just things like that in general. That's what they are going for, is the gameplay, regardless of what game it is. I think for the most part, whether it's Mega Man, or that's the only other one, and like Metroid, those are some other franchises I've played fan games on. But I think they do want to capture a good feeling, and for games that already had cemented a great gameplay in their original official games, maybe that's where they would want to do more of continuing the story. And I think that's a good example of that is probably the Mega Man Battle Network Chrono X. They maybe wanted to expand the story, because of course me personally as a Mega Man Battle Network fan feels lost that there's no more story for it. But of course they've expanded upon the game and the gameplay, so it's like there's still improvement there. But maybe there are people that really do just want a story to be expanded upon, and maybe there are Sonic fans that only really want the story to be expanded upon. So not everyone goes with the gameplay is what I'm trying to get at. I know I'm rambling at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. That's pretty much how I feel, and who Sonic GT is to me, and who I think it is, and how to them, and how it appeals to others, or may appeal to others. And of course there's probably so many things that I'm missing, but I'm not an expert, so that's just what I've taken from it. And yeah, that'll be it for today. Take care of yourself and each other, please, and thank you. And have a nice one. Bye.